Welcome to another episode of Inbound Marketing in 5 minutes a day. I'm Cody Swan of Gunner Technology, and today we're going to do a little bit more recording. We're going to sort of summarize our findings, and we're going to write down what themes we've found about our prospects that we've been cultivating on Google+. Last time we basically did a gut check and saw how our current expectations stood up against our original expectations, and we revised them up or down if necessary. So at this point, you've had a chance to bucket some of your prospects. We have those buckets. You can get there by going to your Google Plus profile and then looking over here for your stream of Cupcake prospects here. And so these are all people we've identified as Cupcake prospects. So we can look through here and we can sort of see what type of content is resonating with these people. So basically, here's one of our prospects, Stacy Leitz, and she's a couple things to notice here. She's using hashtags, so that's one thing to notice. She shared this post about Bob Marley, which is a video. Here she is, looks like with original content. She's written some original content. You can expand to read the whole thing. And so that's actually gotten some engagement, 17 comments and 5 shares. So that's important to know. So basically here's Stacy Leitz again, sharing a video. Here's Daniela Lanes, who is sharing a dress from the Target collection. So basically what we're doing here is we're going through and we're just anecdotally seeing what these people are sharing. It looks like video is popular, things with photos in them are popular, and we're trying to get a good read on when it comes time for us to create content or share content, curate content. What type of stuff are we going to be looking for? So basically, we're looking at comments. It looks like our users are pretty engaged. They're commenting on stuff. They're sharing stuff. They're plus oneing stuff. They're mentioning people in their posts. 73 photos. So visual media is pretty popular with these people. Now notice we're not looking for anything specific about cupcakes. We're just looking and seeing what these people do on Google+. They've shared their location here. They were in Orlando, Florida, and they shared their location. So basically, we're just going through here and we're spying on these people, and we're trying to answer a few questions. We're trying to see, number one, sort of are they male or are they female? What's their approximate age? What else are they interested in other than cupcakes or whatever the subject matter is? What type of content is resonating with them? We've looked at that a little bit. We've noticed that video and photos have been big so far. Are they active? Are they plussing content? Are they sharing comment? Are they commenting on content? So far, yes. Most of them have been pretty active, considering we only have about 10 prospects. It looks like about a quarter of them, or even more, it looks like about 40% of them are pretty freaking active on Google+, which is good. That's good news. So if we go back here, we can start getting into individual information about these people. We can go in and we can look at their profile, and we can dig down and see that this person is definitely obviously very interested in photos. Everything she's sharing has been photos. We can go in here and see what photos she's put up to get an idea of what type of photos she's interested in. We can look at videos also. She hasn't posted any videos. And we can go back to here and look at her about page. So we can see that she's interested in coffee as well. Poetry, design. Here's more information. Employment. Identical twin, highly educated, PhD in literature. You can see where she's worked and things like that. So basically also, and while she doesn't have her age publicly available, you can look and get an idea of the type of age range she would be in. And so we would do that for sort of all of our prospects. And yes, it does take some time. We'll go in here and we'll see Again, we'll look at Stacy and see what she's posting. Looks like a lot of video, photo, location, more photos from location, funny type stuff from your e-cards. Very quick posts here. It looks like she is engaged. She gets a lot of pluses and shares and comments. You can tell she's in the Orlando area because all her locations are from Kissimmee or Orlando. And so then we can go back in here again and dig down into about and get more information. Pink, cupcakes, Office Depot, tattoos, causes, yarn. Again, we can't get, she didn't post her employment history or her education, so we can't add that. But we can get an idea of where else they are. Reddit, Twitter, and some of their other causes. Autism, Dolphin Project, Save Japan. So we get a good idea of what these people are like. Now, we looked at 2, and I promised to keep these under 5 minutes, so I won't keep going. But it's important that you go through and you sort of get a sort of a virtual introduction to all of your prospects on Google+. And then after you've done that, you just sort of go in here, and this isn't scientific. This is just your casual observation after hanging out and spying on your prospects for a little while. So based on our very short observations, we'd say they're female. We'd say probably between 20 and 40. Poetry, design, pink, and then we'd say what type of content resonates with them. Definitely video, definitely photos. Questions, I didn't see a whole lot of questions. We could put down long posts or textual posts. And there was one other one that I was thinking of. Oh, location. So we'd say of these, the biggest ones were photos, video, and location, which not surprisingly, photos and video up there because generally on social media channels, these 2 are the most popular. So then, are they active? The 2 we looked at are very active. They were plussing content, they were sharing comment, they were commenting on content, they were producing their own content. So we put checks next to all of these. And so we fill out a kind of a psychological, psychographic profile based on our observations. Again, this is not meant to be scientific. This is just meant to be, if you went into a room full of people and made your rounds and met all these people, and you had then just go out of that room and generalize it to someone. If you went to a convention and then you left and someone said, well, what were the people like? That's sort of what we're trying to answer right here. So we're going to basically fill this out and basically just summarize it. It'd be great if you had the chance to write down a paragraph of sort of like what the typical person in your prospect bucket look like. You could say our prospects in Google Plus are 20 to 40-year-old, is a 30-year-old female who's interested in poetry, design, and things that are pink. She likes to post video. She likes to post photos. She's very active. She comments on a lot of other posts. She shares a lot of other posts. She's thumbing up or plussing a lot of content. And she's also producing her own content. She also typically likes to share her location, especially on vacation. Basically, a profile is what we're trying to fill out here. So if you can take that and summarize it into sort of like the Jane Doe prospect for you, or the John Doe prospect, that's sort of the end game here. So that's what I want you to do this time after we step away. And when we come back, we're going to look on, based on that profile, we're going to look at ways that you can actually start engaging your prospects.